Yes guys, back again with another video. So it's Liverpool against PSG. I had a feeling we would be paired against the French champions. I'm here to talk about it in this video and much more. The draw has just taken place. We've got the Madrid derby, we've got Bayern Munich against Bayer Leverkusen, and yeah, let's break it down in this video. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it, of course, as ever. But let's start with my team, Liverpool. PSG it is, it's going to be a fascinating tie. The first leg will be in Paris before the return leg at Anfield, but they have been really good this season. Luis Enrique's team, Ousmane Dembele has arguably been the best player in the world since the turn of the year. His form has been unbelievable. So this is by no means an easy game for Liverpool. We know that PSG are one of the best teams in Europe. So for me, it's going to be a big challenge for Liverpool, especially if we are not able to fix up soon. So like I said, if we're at our best, I have no doubt we're going to get through the tie. And just looking ahead, if we do beat PSG, then we will face the winner of Aston Villa against Club Brugge, who've been the surprise package in the competition so far. Simon Mignolet, obviously former Liverpool goalkeeper, has been doing well. So they're not going to be mugs either. So let's just see how it turns out. But obviously, alongside our game against PSG, the standout tie has to be Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. An intense derby as always. But I think Carlo Ancelotti's team will be confident that they will get through it, especially with the form of Kylian Mbappe, who scored a hat-trick against Manchester City. Unbelievable hat-trick if you haven't seen it. But yeah, that's going to be a challenging one for Los Blancos. And obviously, we're on that side of the draw. So facing Real Madrid in the final won't be possible. But we could see a potential Liverpool versus Real Madrid semi-final, or Arsenal, who face PSV Eindhoven. Decent draw for them. They knew coming into the draw that they would face Dutch opposition. It turned out to be PSV. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about the other side of the draw now. Barcelona against Benfica. I feel like these two teams have played each other a lot. Obviously, they played in the league phase, that dramatic 5-4 win for Barcelona. But Hansi Flick's side will fancy themselves in this tie, and I think they'll get through. And if they do, they will face the winner of Borussia Dortmund, who are having a terrible season, against Lille. So, like I said, Barcelona, for me, should be the favourites to get to the final. They could face one of the German giants in the semis, Bayern Munich or Bayer Leverkusen. I'm not going to lie, Bayer Leverkusen have had Bayern's number for a minute now. So, Vincent Kompany has work to do there. He needs to make sure that Bayern Munich are on point and they do get one over by Leverkusen, but that's going to be a challenging tie. I rate it as a 50-50 tie, to be honest, but if I had to go for a winner there, I would say Leverkusen, honestly, unless Bayern Munich absolutely fix up. But I think the priority for Bayern is clear this season: just win the Bundesliga, get the title back. But that's going to be another derby. It's nice to see these local derbies, basically. Obviously the Madrid one's the local one, but in this one I'm talking about the two giants of the German game right now. Bayer Leverkusen are the defending champions. So that's going to be an interesting tie. And the winner of that will play Inter Milan or Feyenoord. So in this tie, you're probably looking at it and thinking, yep, Inter Milan will get through. Inzaghi's team have reached the final just in recent years, in 2023, losing to Manchester City. But like I said, I would expect Inter to go through in that one. But yeah, man, let's go back to Liverpool versus PSG. This one is going to be fascinating, If you remember in the 18-19 season when we won the Champions League, we actually played Paris Saint-Germain, but it was in the group phase that time. A 3-2 win, Roberto Firmino scoring in the 90th minute. And then we obviously lost the game, I think it was the one in Paris, we lost 2-1. And our Champions League hopes were hanging by a thread until we beat Napoli in that crucial game. So who knows, playing Paris Saint-Germain could be a good omen for Liverpool. You never know, we'll just have to wait and see. But we really need to be ready for this one. Our form lately, I wouldn't say it's been poor, but it hasn't been top notch. We've drawn a few games here and there to Everton and Aston Villa. If you haven't checked out my review, please feel free to do so. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to these Champions League ties. All in all, it's going to be fascinating. We need to be ready for it. But like I said, for me, the two positives are this. Obviously, PSG is going to be a tough game to get through. But for me, the two positives are as follows. We can't face Real Madrid in the final. We all know their track record in the final is absolutely outstanding. So, like I said, we're just going to have to, navigate through PSG first. And then, obviously, Aston Villa for me or Club Brugge, I see no way Liverpool go out to either one of these two teams. Should we beat PSG, of course, so we just got to look at it one step at a time first. And yeah, Real Madrid for me are not guaranteed to go through either, Atletico Madrid always make it difficult for them. Ancelotti's record against Simeone actually isn't even that great. So, like I said, that could be a very tight one. Obviously, they met in the Champions League final in recent years, 2014, La Decima, and then obviously 2016, I think it was in Milan, when Cristiano Ronaldo scored the winning penalty. So there's a lot of history in this Madrid derby, and I'm fascinated to see how it turns out. But you would expect Real Madrid to get through it. They've got the momentum now. Kylian Mbappe is on fire again. And let's see how it turns out. But yeah, that's the potential semi-final, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. But let's see what Arsenal can do as well. So obviously Arsenal have got the injuries. They're trying to chase us down in the title race. But regardless of the injury problems, you would expect the Gunners to get through PSV Eindhoven. But let me know what you think in the comments. Which is the standout tie for you? Who do you think is going to reach the final in Munich? Like I said, I have to back my boys, Liverpool, my club, to reach the final at least, against Barcelona. So if I had to pick my final prediction, it would be Liverpool against Barcelona. But hey, that could go the other way as well. We could easily see Real Madrid in the final. We could see an El Clasico final, in fact. So yeah, man, let me know what you think. This is just my quick reaction to the Champions League draw. I fancy our chances as ever, but like I said earlier in the video, we really need to get our act together and start performing like we know we can, like we did earlier in the season. If that happens, I expect us to have no real issues against PSG, and then from that moment, the draw opens up for us. I would expect us to beat Villa or Club Brugge, as I said. But yeah, man, I'm excited. The ties will be happening in a few weeks' time, and let me know what you think in the comments. Who do you support? Who do you think will win the Champions League? But yeah, just briefly looking at the other side of the draw, like I said, anyone apart from Barcelona, Bayern Munich or Bayer Leverkusen reaching the final from that side would be an absolute shock, in my opinion. I think Dortmund are in no state to even go that far, really. They're struggling in the Bundesliga. They're like 8 points off a Champions League spot. So, like I said, they might beat Lille, but after that, I think against Barcelona, I'm pretty sure their journey will come to an end in Europe, and they might not be in the Champions League for a long time. You never know. They're just going to have to get their act together, in the summer and go from there, really. But it's going to be a fascinating, few weeks, to see how this transpires. But the chance is there for Liverpool to win the Champions League. We beat Real Madrid earlier in the season as well, 2-0. And so if we do end up facing Real Madrid later down the line in the semis, then, like I said, that is a psychological hurdle that we have overcome. So, like I said, I'm ready for it, and let's see what it brings. Firstly, we've got to beat PSG. They're a top side, so we've got to handle business there. And like I said, the draw is going to open up from there. And yeah, man, I'm going to wrap it up. Let me know what you think in the comments, which is the standout tie for you. Me personally, PSG versus Liverpool is the standout tie. Obviously, I'm going to say that as a Liverpool fan. But if I have to be honest, then it would have to be the Madrid derby, Real Madrid against Atletico. And it's also nice to see Bayern Munich against Leverkusen for once, in the Champions League. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. Some of these ties could go either way, honestly. It all depends on form and who's on it. Having the second leg at Anfield certainly helps from a Liverpool perspective, and I would fancy our chances to do the business there. As long as we don't lose the first leg in Paris by a crazy scoreline like 2-0, 3-0, we don't need to have a mountain to climb right now. I know we're the comeback kings, but we don't really need that, especially with the fact that we're trying to wrap up this Premier League title, and we've got a cup final to look forward to against Newcastle as well. So yeah, man, it's going to be fascinating. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I can't wait to talk about the Champions League more. It's the best club competition in the world. I mean, who wouldn't want to win this beautiful trophy? And yeah, man, Real Madrid right now, they're coming into form at the right time. This is what they do. When they hear that Champions League music, they raise the levels again and again. So like I said, it's not going to be easy from our side of the draw, but I fancy our chances. As long as we beat PSG and tick along nicely in the Premier League and start building our momentum again, we should be fine. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up now. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Peace.